So hey guys, this is TeamOverclocked bringing you guys a $500 gaming PC build for the months of August and September 2016. In terms of benchmarks, this can play all games at 1080p high settings at around 60 FPS. Some games like Crisis are going to be hard to run, so achieving 60 FPS in those types of games is going to be a little harder, but that's to be expected with any gaming PC. So let's get started. For the CPU, I chose the Intel Core i3-6100 for $110. Now this is a dual core CPU with hyperthreading, making this look like a quad core to games, which actually does boost gaming performance, since games treat the CPU like it's a quad core. It's also clocked at 3.7 GHz, which is a really nice clock speed, and it does not support overclocking, which is a nice feature, but it's not a mandatory feature, especially at this budget. And you can also upgrade this to an i5 or an i7 down the road, since it uses the EVGA 1151 socket. For the motherboard, I chose the Gigabyte GA H110M-A for $54. Now this is a micro ATX motherboard with 2 RAM slots and 4 SATA 6GB ports, which are expected features at this budget. It also has USB 3.0 headers, which are really nice, and they have become a standard on all new motherboards. This uses the H110 chipset from Intel, so it does not support overclocking, but this motherboard should do everything you need to do for a budget gaming PC. For the RAM, I chose the G.Skill Aegis 8GB set for $34. This is a 1x8GB set clocked at 2400 MHz. Now this is a DDR4 stick of RAM because Skylake is built around DDR4 RAM. Also, 8GB is the perfect amount for gaming and some light video editing, so this covers everything you need for this build. For the hard drive, I went with the 1TB Seagate Barracuda for $46. This spins at 7200 RPM, which is pretty standard these days for most of the mainstream hard drives. It's going to serve as your mass storage for this build, like your OS, game, and media files. So for $46, you can't really argue with this. For the graphics card, I got the Asus STRIX R9 384GB for $150. Now I mark this as $170 because I expect this price to fluctuate. But right now for $150, this is an amazing deal, and I think this is the best graphics card deal I've ever seen in the past 2 years. It's clocked at 990 MHz, has 4GB of DDR5 memory, and consumes 190 watts. It also has crossfire support and FreeSync support, which is nice to see. Now this can max out every game at 1080p at really decent frame rates, which is something amazing to see at a $150 budget. For the case, I chose the Corsair 100R for $43. Now this has lots of drive bays, front panel USB 3.0, and a side panel window. It also looks extremely sleek with its brushed aluminum finish, and it has really decent cable management options. So for $43, this is an amazing case, and it has a lot of the features you see in higher end cases. For the power supply, I got the EVGA 500B ATX power supply for $44. Now this is 80+ bronze certified, meaning that it is going to be delivering 85% of the power to this power supply at all times. It's also made by EVGA, which has a really good track record with power supplies, and EVGA are known to have really good capacitors for their power supplies. So that's all for today. If you liked the video, like it. If you didn't like it, dislike it, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.